is it worth using the promoted gigs on Fiverr or not? And I want to go over this video and go over the promoted gigs in my case and show you exactly what has been happening for me in the promoted gigs. There are a lot of controversy about when you turn it on, you might get some traffic, but then when you turn it off, your gigs will lose the ranking. So you can see here, when I go to my growth and marketing section in the promoted gigs, so this month we are actually on the 28th of October, so we're at the end of the October, and currently you can see that I spent 1,346 and 61 cents, and I was able to get 6,809 and 30 cents. So for me, it's been definitely working. I think promoted gigs has been a great feature. Yes, you have to pay for it. You have to, Fiverr is trying to get the money from you, but in exchange, you're getting traffic. You need to realize in today's world, when you run your agency, doesn't matter on Fiverr or outside of Fiverr, you will still need to pay for traffic. You will need to pay for Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Google ads. You'll need to pay for influencer marketing. You'll need to pay for, publications, other places that you want to advertise your services at. So the same with the Fiverr, because yes, Fiverr has that organic growth that you can grow organically when you're ranked in certain places, but again, this feature is not forcing you you're not forced to use it, but it's giving you that extra visibility. And I think this feature is still at the very beginning of the stage where they will be making changes, they'll be making adjustments, and the Fiverr, they're very careful with this, because first of all, they do only allow the maximum budget of $50 per day. So for example, if I put 100, you see the daily budget must be between 1 to 50. So they are careful. So you're not going to be spending, let's say, more than 1,500 per month. And second, they of course, have their own metrics. Like they're trying to push your gigs to the countries with the higher purchasing power, like the US, the UK, the Australia, right? So they're trying to push your gigs there. They're also experimenting it in Europe, like Germany and other countries, but still they're trying to push mainly there. So that also gives you some advantages. And at the same time, you need to look at your current situation. So let's say if you are profitable on Fiverr, you're making, let's say, $1,000 or $2,000 per month, and you're thinking to use the promote gigs feature, you should definitely not use $50 per day, because that's gonna be, you're gonna be spending, let's say, $1,000, and you're not guaranteed to get 6,000 like I'm getting, right? So I would use this feature slowly. So turning it on, turning it off might not be the best. So if you turn it on, probably try to at least, kind of like maintain it. So like start small, because you can be spending from $1. You can see here, you can spend as low as $1, and you can, even start with like $3, $5, $10. So start low, like start with $3. And, again, and start, if you don't really see any sales, that might not be the best, because the problem is that you're still getting traffic organically, but the buyers are not buying from you. They're not buying from you because maybe your gig picture is not good enough, your description is not clear, you don't have FAQ section, your packages are a bit confusing, you don't have a gig video. So first you need to make sure you optimize your gig. You have the video, all the description, the FAQ, the packages, everything is filled in, right? You have properly optimize your gigs. And then when you start to see the traffic and orders, maybe you're getting, let's say, 10 orders per month, 5 orders per month, you see some traffic, and you can start then using promoted gigs. Start small and see what kind of progress you're able to get with the promoted gigs. In my opinion, it definitely worth it. In my case, I turned it on as soon as it became available. I have it set at $50 per day. I never change it. Sometimes Fiverr will put like a recommended tag here or there on any other gigs, but I always have them turn on. And you can see here I'm getting extra impressions, I'm getting extra clicks, I'm getting extra orders. You can see my cost per click as well. You can see the spend, you can see the sales. So it is definitely working for me. So I think for you, like, and we can go back to like, let's say last month as well, this has been a very profitable. Or even we can take a look at this year, right? So this year I spent 12K and I was able to get 62K back. Again, we're not exactly sure how do they measure, but at least I'm definitely seeing that it's bringing me more traffic. I'm seeing it that I'm being seen by more people. So in this case, I think it's definitely useful to use it. So guys, you can see in my case, we can also see, for example, actually we can see the maximum, right? So I spent 22K and I was able to get 118K. So it definitely works. You of course need to be able to adjust it based on your own criteria. So like we can even take a look at the March, for example. Let's say at the very beginning when I just started using it in the month, we can see, okay, this one was at the 0. Maybe I used it a little bit later because that's where it became available. But still, you can of course make those adjustments and you can decide what what sort of what sort of budget you want to be spending and other things like that here. So again, it's a bit actually confusing to change the dates here, but still we can see it for the last month, we can see it for the current month, and this has been a good journey for me so far. So again, feel free to share your feedback on the promoted gigs, if you've been using it, if you're not. Of course, when you have more gigs, it gives you more opportunities to be ranked differently, and like this, some gigs, as you can see, are performing better than others, but they're more or less equal, right? So I'm getting more or less equal number of okay, like this one, for example, has over 2K, but it's also different because some gigs are priced differently as well. The packages are more expensive, so that's why you can see a really, a difference between them. So guys, feel free to share. Excited to hear your thoughts. If you have any question or requests, feel free to post it in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you and help you in any way I can.